Alright, this is gonna be quick. I'm gonna show you how to use the glow effect in Blender 2D Grease Pencil, because this is particularly tricky on Blender 5.0. Let's take care of that. So let's begin by adding a dark background. So let's go to the Fills layer right here, and then use the box tool and change from solid stroke to solid fill. Create your background as a rectangle, hit enter, and then you can go to the material tab right here and make the color a bit darker. That's good enough. Step 2 says draw something, so let's do that. Back to the lines layer, back to the brush, and back to the solid stroke material, and now you can draw something. That's great. Step 3 says change to render view. So right here, just click this option all the way to the right. That's good enough. And now step 4, in the render view drop down menu, which is this one right here, change the compositor to always. So compositor right here, change it to always. That's good. Step 5, open a compositor window. To do that, please hover over right here until your cursor becomes this plus icon, and then you hold your left click and drag to the left. This is gonna create a new window, and then you can change this window right here and set it as compositor. That's perfect. Step 6, press new, so right here, great, and create a glare and place it between the three things that were created. Let's do that. So to create the glare, on your keyboard, use Shift A, then click search, type in glare, choose this option, and you can set it between the three things that were created, just like that. So they are all connected. Step 7, change streaks to bloom. So let's do that. Streaks is right here, and you change it to bloom. Step 8, change the strength to minimum 10. So the strength is 1, and this does not generate much glow. I discovered that a minimum value of 10 really makes things stand out, but you can even try lower values like 5 or 7. Alright, it says and the saturation to 2. So right here, saturation is 1, and let's change it to 2. This is the maximum value. If you go any higher than that, saturation is not gonna change. And you're actually not even gonna edit the saturation from here. This is just the maximum value, so that you're gonna change it later on from the material tab, and I will show you how to do it. That's because it says here that tint is a stroke. So this tint right here is actually gonna decide the color of the stroke, which is black right now. Later on, it's gonna turn white as the tint right here. Alright, step 9, go to the material tab. So right here, it says the color is glow. So the color of your solid stroke right here is the color of the glow. So let's change that, something like this maybe. That's great. Change the color of the glow that you want. We just did that. And step 10, mark the box holdout and watch the magic happen. So the box holdout is right here. You mark it, and that's magic happening right there. So I told you I was gonna show you the saturation. So number 2, if you go any higher, like 4 or 5, anything, enter, there's no change. So back to 2, that's the maximum. But if you edit the saturation right here, it works. Saturation, as you can see, all the way to the left becomes white, all the way to the right becomes fully saturated. I find that 0.6 is kind of my favorite value. Alright, and I forgot step number 11, which is to subscribe. Thank you for watching till the end, and see you on the next one.